Hey, this is Expat Rebel Chris here. Thank you for tuning in back into my station. I have a gardening update for here in the tropics of Yucatán, Mexico, here on the beach. We got a bunch of new plants. It's the middle of summer, so we tend to do this every summer. Let me show you what we've got going on. So we bought a number of plants via WhatsApp. We actually know our gardener mom has a private nursery, and so they just send us over photos and we go, yeah, we yes to that, no to that type of thing. And so we bought all these different plants here, and over here we're trying to spruce up our entryway a little bit. So we got these going on. We just got them in, and 6 bags or 8 bags dirt, 16 plants and 8 bags of dirt. Came out to be about USD, about 140 bucks. And we also, there's our cat, one of our cats enjoying the view. We also bought some pots from Walmart, believe it or not, in town in the big city of Merida. I'm not sure exactly how much we spent on these pots. These are plastic and they look terracotta, but we found the plastic ones to be better because you can move them around. Now we do have little platforms, as you can see, it's okay, that we can stick them on to move them around, which we've had to do on a number of occasions. Some of these plants, we have a beach side, which gets a lot of wind, salt air, wind, and we found some plants just die badly there. And then back here, we have a lot of sun. And so we need, especially in the morning, we need a lot of plants that can handle the sun. So most of these plants that we bought this time around, we are trying to make sure that they can handle a lot of sun, because over by the pool, we're good. And it's just these areas that were a little bit too much sun. Quite honestly, we've had problems getting anything to grow real well. Some of these things that we've had before have died. Let me show you all the pool areas so you guys get an idea, since I mentioned it. It's very shady. We have a lot of palm trees, mature palm trees, and because of the wind from the Gulf of Mexico, which I'll show you now, that's the Gulf over there, it's a little bit harsh here. So we noticed some of these plants on this island that we got with the big palm tree, you can see the big palm trees here, do very well. Some of the plants over here, this palm is actually growing extremely well. Over here, where it gets less wind than over here, which gets more wind. The wind comes at an angle most of the time from the northeast, so this side gets a little bit more wind. This ficus, we liked it, but we weren't sure where we were going to put it. It's really protected behind this wall area. It's actually been doing really well, where our ginger last time in the winter, this last winter, almost completely died. And you can see there's still some dead leaves and whatnot. We've had to cut it because it was pretty tall to get it to survive. We're going to probably have to move this before winter occurs. You can see even golden pothos, which are really great, and they're climbing up this palm tree and getting bigger as they do, has a problem with the wind coming at it. And you can see that it's only surviving on the windward side. This is a lion's mane crawling up our wall here, and it's been doing pretty fantastically, actually. We're a little bit surprised. We've really stuck some more in here and down here as well. But our ferns did very poorly, and so we learned we love ferns, but they just don't do well here. So having some of these plants, let me show you on the patio over here, we've had some plants not do well. This guy here, I don't even remember what this was anymore, is pretty pathetic. I just trimmed all these plants here on the patio. This palm actually was very ragged looking, and along with this one. And so palms, you would think, would do really great since we got these big palms and everything, but these ones can't handle the wind too well. These little guys did well. Like this one, I have it on a coaster to move around easily to try different locations. We have it behind a pillar, which actually has been enough and to make them okay and thrive. And also it's the middle of summer, where quite honestly everything is just growing like crazy. It's really easy to grow stuff here in this part of Mexico very easily in the summer. Here's another palm that we've had here that is not doing well because it gets too much sun and it gets the wind. It's in this little transition area here, and so it looks pretty bad shape. It's just not a good place for it. That's what we've learned is placement, because we've got such different and very harsh climates here on our property. This is our bougainvilleas, well, some of them, and they're very protected, and so they're doing actually pretty good. We have another one over in the corner over there right behind our clothesline, actually, that's doing really well. Actually, it's lost some leaves due to an iguana likes to snack on it when it's right on the top of the wall. It likes to walk along the wall and snack on that. We haven't quite figured that what to do about that quite yet, because the whole point was to have these go over the wall so we have some nice color on the other side. But that's it for this update here from Yucatan, Mexico. My advice on all this is because we were gonna spend $6,000 US and of all the plants, do it all. We had a designer spec it out for us and everything, and we decided not to because we were a little afraid that some areas the plants were going to die, and to do it a kind of a piecemeal thing. And that was a good decision on our part. We can just do it bit by bit. It's been more fun, actually. We do have a local gardener that helps us out. She's fantastic. And we can get advice since she's lived here and her mom's been her gardener as well her whole life. They really know plants, of what would go where and how much to water it and all that type of thing. They're fantastic on that because they only come out once a month or so. And in the meantime, I take care of all the plants and make sure everything gets watered. And if it's too much of a hassle, I'm having to spend too much time in plant care, then we move the plant. It might get along. We've had these mint plants because we use mint in a green juice every morning, and we've had really big problems where this would work because it gets too much sun or not enough, and you have to water them every day, especially in the summer. So we do that. We found that this right here gets enough shade underneath our solar panels to work. That's it. Hey, if you're interested in becoming an expat, go over to expatrebel.com. I got a 30-day guide on how I became an expat here in Mexico. I'm there. And of course, we have a newsletter that comes out weekly. Go over to expatrebel.com and join that. See you guys next time. Bye.